What up, YouTube? Welcome to a new video. It's been a minute, obviously, but today is Tuesday, March 28th. It's been super busy the past few weeks, and I've actually recorded a few weeks worth of videos, but I just never got around to like finish recording them, putting it all together. But anyway, obviously we're back, so welcome back to a YouTube video. Go ahead and thumbs up. Yeah, I'd appreciate it. But anyway, I got squats today, so I'm going to be rocking the singlet today for squats. Currently about 10 weeks out from my meet. I need to actually calculate that and figure out how many weeks out I am, but I'm about 10 weeks out. So I have potential for a really good squat day today, and I mean potential is it's a higher RPE single. My singles the last few weeks have been trending very, very well. However, last week was a very high volume week, so I am definitely feeling the fatigue from that, right? So like I said, we have potential for a really big squat single today. That's why I wanted to wear the singlet today. I got the Black Mamba singlet on, as you'll see when I'm squatting. Just kind of get the vibes right. So, but I'm not going to put any expectation on the session. I never like to do that, because then that can cause you to overshoot, and that can cause you to mentally think you had a bad session when the reality is you just had a good session. But the problem was you were expecting a great session, so you're disappointed, but you still got good work in, you know. So I don't like to do that. So we're gonna go and take what's there and make it a good session regardless. But we have potential today. That's all I'm gonna say. And so yeah, won't know anything until we see how we feel. But let's go ahead and let's get to it. All right, what up, guys? Now it is Thursday, so we're getting ready to go deadlift, but just wanted to quickly touch on the squats that you just saw. So obviously 675, that is a training PR. So that is the most I've ever done in training by about 10 pounds or so. I've done more in a competition. So my best lifts competition, I've done 672 in comp, 677 in comp, and 694 in comp. But up until 2 days ago, my best in training was only 665. Typically when I'm fresh, I do get a lot more out of squat, which is why I kind of mentioned on here how I usually don't push my squat singles as much on the top end, just because of how much it fatigues me. But I kind of know what to expect when I'm fresh, like where I'm going to be at the top end. So hopefully we can see if that trend continues at this next competition. I'm about 10 weeks out or so, so just going to be gearing up for that. But we got deadlifts today. My body is definitely still feeling it a little bit from that big squat, as we kind of expected. So I'm not really expecting a whole lot, so I'm just going to look to have hopefully a high quality session, make the bar move well. Hopefully my position is on point, and kind of just stack it from there. But yeah, lower back's a little tight, hamstrings feeling it a little bit from the accessories the other day, but I'm going to go ahead and get changed. We're going to go ahead and pull, and we're going to make it a good day. This video is pretty much just going to be training footage, obviously, as you can tell. In about 10 weeks out, leading into the next 10 weeks of the meet, it's just going to be a lot of prep stuff, just to kind of show you how we feel and how we're preparing for the meet, because I guess that's what people want to see. But, you know, that's pretty much what we do anyways. All right, what up, guys? We just finished pools, as you saw. So 675 single felt okay. Not bad. I knew it was gonna be tough today because of how much we squatted on Tuesday. I kind of alluded to the fact that I knew that was gonna take it out of me. At the beginning of the week, I was kind of hoping to pull 7 to 711 this week. But I squatted more than I thought I would because it felt really good. So I knew that would affect my pulls, right? But it's go down and back a little bit next week. But then I just did like 500. I had some high rep back down, so I just did that. Not gonna show that's kind of boring, but then I got my back work in, right? So overall, pretty solid day, pretty solid week for the most part. About 10 weeks out. So yeah, I'm just gonna show you guys the next roughly 10 weeks of training leading into the meet. We're gonna see what we can do. Should be a fun time. And yeah, hopefully we can go 9 for 9, put together a really good total. So that's what I'm looking forward to. Just actually really motivated these next 10 weeks too, because Sheffield was this past weekend. And if you watch Sheffield, it was a game changer. And I personally think it like put powerlifting like 5 years forward into the future, as far as what the sport can be. It just still kind of sucks that the USAPL and IPF like don't get along. But you know, IPF has Sheffield, which is a really good card to have. So maybe USAPL can kind of raise the standard to some of the stuff that they're doing. Even though we're not together and everyone can't benefit from it, maybe there'll be like a little bit of a bidding war. Because Sheffield looked legit, man. It looked legit. It was like one of the first times that powerlifting looked like a legit sport and like a legit sporting event. It was a spectacle per se, right? And if you look at sports like, you know, the Super Bowl, NBA, MLB World Series, NBA Finals, those are spectacles. And so powerlifting, having like 2,000 people in the arena, or in like the theater per se, right? That was like multiple levels, was just actually insane. So it was a spectacle for sure. Very motivating too. So I think any lifter who watched that was probably motivated. And if you're not, then I don't know what's wrong with you. But anyway, that was crazy. So I just want to talk about that too. They're gonna run it back next year, so hopefully it's a yearly thing. Because it's good to see people get paid for lifting weights. And hopefully that continues to happen. USAPL pays people. IPF now pays people. Now we just have to get to the point to where the best of the best are getting paid a more of like to where obviously if they perform, they can make a living just from lifting, regardless of social media, branding, sponsorships, all that stuff. Like we can get to that point to where like we have 3 or 4 men and women on each side, literally just getting paid to lift. That's when the sport will start to elevate. And like you'll see it like compared to bodybuilding. I look at all the top bodybuilders, right? Outside of Chris Bumstead, who's the face of bodybuilding right now, a lot of the top bodybuilders have 500K, 1 million followers on IG. Top powerlifters have, outside of Russ, have under 100K, you know, 70, 80K, 60K, 50K. So it's like when we can get those powerlifters, those guys, when the sport grows enough to where they're getting 300, 400, 500K. At worst, they're at 500K from just lifting, outside of just content, right? That's when the sport will really start to grow. And then you'll have the ones who maybe do lifting and content. Maybe they're pushing 700K, 800K at 1 mil on IG. That would, I think, would be when the sport would be like in a really good spot. And I definitely think it can get there. Like, what's stopping it? Probably ourselves, but we'll see what's up. Future's optimistic, but I'm excited for these next 10 weeks, and I'll just take you guys with me.